Set and setting. That was the quote that Morpheus used on Neo to help him remember who he once was. And so now I say it to you to help you remember who you once were and who you should be. It's time to open up your eyes and escape the world that has been pulled over you, blinding you from the truth. Welcome to the Escape Podcast.
Chasing girls? I don't chase girls. I let them come to me.
Hey.
I let them come to me. You build the garden, and then the butterflies will come in eventually. You build the garden, the butterflies come in eventually.
Preach.
And the biggest thing is I always get hate from the people that are the most average.
Of course.
The people that are savages, who I tell them about my life and where I am. Transgenders in sports.
Bruh.
And the history,
Bro.
the history, and I'm only saying this because I don't care, and I have
They
no
have
filter
that?
now, of the ABC community, or the LGB, ABC, whatever they're called.
The ABC people.
Those people, they wanted me to take
No
those
way.
3 courses.
My name is Christian Bandera. I will be your host this evening, as well as my co-host across from me, Vinny Dos Santos. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you doing today?
Phenomenal.
Awesome. Awesome. Glad.
phenomenal.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So we have a guest on today.
What's up, everybody?
We'll introduce him in a second if you didn't hear him already.
My man's excited.
He's excited, which is fun because I love the excitement that he brings to not only to the gym but also, to hear the podcast. So, like everyone knows, we have a guest this evening. This guy right here basically needs no introduction. If you're on Instagram, you've probably seen him post because he posts like 5 times a day.
10.
10
Easily
times a
10
day.
times a day.
He's famous at the gym as well for his looks and his physique.
So women settle down.
Settle
Calm
down.
yourselves a little bit.
He's
little,
got
the little Hercules
a little
is in the building.
Hercules. He also has a twin brother who's part of the Billboard Hot 100 with What's Poppin', I Want to See Some Ass, and Tyler Hero. Ladies and gentlemen, on the seat this evening, Chris Marabello,
What's going on? What's going on?
Jack Tarlow.
Y'all know
Jack
who it is.
Tarlow.
Y'all know who it is.
Jack
Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is.
Jack Tarlow is in the building.
Excited to be here.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
That
so
is
funny.
So awesome.
Hey, Chris, what's poppin'?
Dude, what's going on?
Hey, thank you so much for being here, man.
Of course.
We
Thank you
appreciate
for
you
having
being
me.
here.
Thank you for having me.
For real, seriously. Real quick, we can't skip thanking the man himself, Alex, obviously, with the BACP group for
Right
letting
here.
us use his space here.
Right here.
Anyone interested in getting their own podcast going, this is the spot.
Yes,
Getting
sir.
your editing done, this is the spot. He's going to take care of you, super professionally done. So please reach out to him. And yeah, so Chris, talk to us, man. How you feeling?
Good, man. Last day at the Matrix about less than 2 weeks ago. Feeling good, but they're trying to pull their little stunts on me, but it's whatever. I don't pay attention to them.
You're dodging them bullet time.
Oh yeah. Starting on my own business, 19 years old. Scary, but on my own, that's where I want to be. So
Right.
Hell yeah, man.
happy.
Hell yeah. Well, we're happy you're here, man. We're really happy and we really appreciate it. So to get things going, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, basically your upbringing, how you got into PT, and then how you basically escaped the Matrix?
So upbringing, I was always very close to my dad, so I always took after him. And one of the things that I always noticed about him is he was always ripped. He was always working out. So that's really where I even started working out. I get all my work ethic from him. So 15 years old, I signed up, playing football. You kind of have to be strong. So that's when I started working out. So started off, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I remember the first time I ever worked out, I was benching and I had 110 on one side and 2 5s on the other. And I was an idiot. I didn't know what I was doing. I was pressing it and I was slamming it off my chest thinking, I'm king shit. Of course, it was at the school's weight room. So I was looking around. Everybody was looking at me like I'm an idiot for doing that. I got up. I thought I I was flexing. I was like, look at me. You know, here I am pressing fucking tens, looking like Flat Stanley, thinking I'm like the king. And all of a sudden, I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm not even like, what the fuck am I doing right now? So that was my first ever workout. And I literally thought that I was like the fucking king. I thought I was C-Bum at the time.
C-Bum, huh?
First workout, thought he's C-Bum.
First
Wow.
workout, I look like the biggest gym douche. And sometimes I'll see it now and it annoys me because I know that that was me. And I just want to go up to those kids and say, yo, what the fuck are you doing flexing, curling 10-pound weights? Like, bro, relax. You know, take your time. You don't got to be posing and flexing every, 5 minutes. I think that's something that's wrong with the fitness industry now is everybody thinks that they're up here and most of the time they're down here.
Why do you think that is?
Views, man. Everybody wants views. Most of the people who do the pose and the flexing always have their buddy recording them.
You know, it's funny. There's a lot of old school bodybuilders who, with the blow up of like social media and these things, I've seen interviews where some of these old school bodybuilders talk about how they hate that these new like influencers and stuff make way more money than them with sponsors and things like that. When all they're used to is going to the gym, actually getting a crazy workout, for their competition. And these influencers just come in, they're like half their size and maybe they're lean or maybe not even that lean, but they're making mad money off of social media and things. So it's kind of along the same lines because nowadays everyone's posing and shit and posting it and you got girls catching old men look at them and shit,
God.
and you got all this bullshit going on, right?
Joey Swole.
Joey Swole's a
Joey
savage.
Swole.
Yeah.
That dude is a savage.
Yeah, he's looking out for the guys that, they're trying to do their own thing. And here are the women that are like, why are you looking at me?
Right.
The guy's like looking up at the ceiling and, the girl's doing
Yeah.
RDL right in front of him.
Literally.
But
Literally.
so football and my dad, two biggest things when it came to fitness. Because without, either of those two things, I wouldn't have got the physique that I have because I learned discipline through football and I learned how to actually work out through my dad. So without those two things, I wouldn't have the physique and I wouldn't be on the path that I'm on. So fast forward a few years, 2020, everybody shut down, COVID, whatever. My best friend from high school, Logan, was at the time 280 pounds. And me and him, super close. That's my brother, whatever. And I was skinny. I was actually 160 at that point. I had put on a little bit of weight.
How tall are you?
5'10", 5'11".
5'10", 5'11". Okay, it's not too bad.
So he had went to me because he had known that I had started working out a little bit with my dad. And he was like, dude, I want to lose weight. And me and him, what I tell you, we trained every day, not even with weights, just outside at a football field doing drills, body weight shit from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m., 7 days a week. And I don't want to say we were 100% trained together because there were times where I would just go and just train him. And that's what got me into PT. I was like, holy shit, this is actually kind of nice. Like, I'm not getting paid, but I'm like seeing him make progress. Like, he went from 280 to 270 in like a week. And I was like, what the hell? Like, that's like more rewarding for me to see than it is for him. Cause I'm like, yo, I designed what we're doing and it's working. And then he got 260, 240, 220. He got all the way down to 175.
Whoa.
I was like,
Shit, bro, the dude
holy
lost
shit.
100 pounds.
Holy shit. And that, like, to have him call me, because he had called me and he was like, dude, check this shit out. And I was like, yo, what's up? He steps on the scale. It says like 175, 178. And I was like, dude, we've only been working out for 9 or 10 months. Because we did the whole summer and then a little bit into like November, December. And then he has some stuff come up and then we kind of fell off a little bit. But that really got me into PT and making me want to like help more people. Because I saw that and I was like, yo, if I can help him, I can help so many more people.
Mhm.
And, PT is like being able to see somebody like just be a better person, right? Because a lot of people are so moody nowadays. And most of the people that, have bad moods, they give off bad energy are out of shape. And that's because, they're out of shape so that they're constantly always negative. So obviously working out makes you happy, makes you in a positive mood. It releases, I don't know the name of it, but in your brain, it releases like
Endorphins.
feel good like hormones. And you feel good about yourself. And you're like, yo, I want to keep doing this over and over again. And a lot of people start off going to the gym, right? But they have no idea what they're doing. And then that's where I come in, and then I help them. I'm like, yo, why are you doing leg press, chest day, back, all in one day. So being able to help somebody, and then they finally start making progress once they have a good game plan, once they have somebody pushing them. And that's, that's rewarding for me to see them make progress. So that's what got me into PT. So it was my best friend in high school. 2020, that was the year that I was like, holy shit, this is what I want to do in my life. And I want to make a 6-figure business out of it. And now I have the opportunity to do that. I couldn't do that working in the Matrix, because, they're taking all your money. So,
So you said 2020, you got into that, right?
Yep.
But then obviously COVID hit, so everything was closed, right? You had every single gym known to man closed. I mean, everything was closed, right?
Yep.
So where did you take that want of becoming a PT, like when everything was closed? Did you just reach out to random people and do your own thing, or did you wait for things to open back up and then maybe signed up for some kind of corporate gym or something, or where did you go from?
Yeah, so in 2020, I was still a junior in high school. So
How old are you again right now?
I'm 19.
Ooh, young buck.
19,
Dude,
19,
young
19.
buck.
How much you weigh nowadays?
194. 194.
5'10", 19-year-olds,
If I-
194, 0% body
Bro,
fat.
Hey, 7%. 7%. 7%.
Bro, this dude, I don't know what it is or what you eat or drink or what your dad is like putting into your breakfast in the morning or your shakes or what, but your body's unreal, right? Like at 19, dude, even as high as my metabolism was, like when I was an athlete, it was nothing like Chris. Like, we'll talk about our main trip a little bit later, but this dude ate for like 3 families in a sitting,
Literally.
and was still starving. Not hungry, he was starving.
I needed another meal.
Oh, you needed another 3 meals for 3 families.
I know.
But all right, go ahead. Go with the we'll talk about that stuff.
Oh,
in
yeah.
a little
We'll talk
bit,
about that
but
later.
Go on with the where you went, like during COVID and things like that. Like,
So during COVID, me and him were just training at a football field because literally nothing was open. You couldn't go to the Y. You couldn't go to like any gym. Everything was closed. So I had to think, and I was like, okay, we can go to a football field, Peabody High. We can run bleachers, which is something that I would do with him. That's something that I did do every day. We ran the bleachers for 20 to 15 minutes straight, no stopping. If we stopped, we had to restart.
Ooh.
Lots of medicine ball things, slams off the ground. We used to literally throw it down the field. So I would throw it over my head, behind my head, run to wherever it went. So say I was at like the end zone. I would throw it all the way to the 20-yard line, run to the 20-yard line, throw it to the 40, run to the 40, all the way down the field and back. So that was something that we would do. Lots of push-ups. Couldn't do any pull-ups, squatting, sprints, ladder drills, cone drills, like whatever you can think of for like body weight and running and athletic drills, we did it. And again, we would go out in 100-degree heat. We would bring about 12 waters and we would say, fuck it, we're going all day. We don't care. And we would do this shit. And people would come by like this, the football field and watch us and would just like stare at us. And I'd be like, yo, why are these people looking at us? And now looking back at it, I'm like, bro, 100-degree heat and we're out there for 7 to 8 hours a day just training.
Dude, 7
What
to
the
8
fuck?
hours.
Like, that's crazy. At that time, everybody was inside. Nobody wanted to be outside. And I was like, yo, I want to be outside. I want to be working. I want to be having the upper edge on everybody. And honestly, that's where I am now in life. Like at 19, I want to be up here while all 19-year-olds are down here.
I think
Right?
you're accomplishing that actually.
Yeah.
Do it.
Like for real. There's not many 19-year-olds that look like you or have the same like discipline as you. I mean, when was the last time you ate junk food?
What would you consider junk food? Like fast food or
What would
just like
you-
a cheat meal?
Not a cheat meal necessarily, because you allow yourself to have a cheat
Yep,
meal. Like,
yep.
when did you eat outside of like your like meal plan, let's say?
Shit. When we went up to Maine.
Okay.
That was the last time.
Yeah,
that was-
yeah.
But what
that
about
bre-
before that then?
Before that,
Man, can't even remember.
I can't.
Ooh.
I honestly,
I had
He's
McDonald's this
19.
past week, bro.
last February, I had 10 IHOP pancakes, the breakfast sampler, a pizza. Yeah, dude. It's been a while. It was
Guys.
Maine, and then before that,
He's 19 years old and he has that discipline already.
No, it's wild because the only other person I can think has like as good of discipline is Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right? But
no.
he's developed that over time because when
Yeah.
he was 19, he wasn't where you're at right now. you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
So
You're
like
ahead.
it's kind of crazy, like generations that are just picking things up at a younger scale. And dude, 19, bro, like
Some people, most of this generation is not disciplined at all.
no, 100%.
Most of these
yeah.
people are
This generation
their phone scrolling.
is jacked up. We know that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for those that are committed and are picking things up early,
Oh, 100%.
bro, it's wild because fuck, like my goal is to hit 200. And this dude is 194 right now at 19.
Yeah.
7% body fat.
7%.
7%.
I don't think I've
7%.
ever been 7% body
7%.
fat. That's wild.
Chris, how much are you eating nowadays, calorie wise?
4,000. Anything under, I'm starving. Starving. When I tell you I go to bed and my stomach is roaring, like absolutely roaring. Like I go to close my eyes at night, and if I'm at like 36 or 37, my stomach won't, I can't do it.
And that's clean calories, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many meals do you have?
I would say 5 or 6. 5 or
You get
6.
that in 5 or 6 meals. It's a lot of food, man.
Yeah.
And it's like all clean.
All clean. Hey, my dad drops $400 a week grocery shopping.
Ooh.
That's,
Just for you?
Just for you.
yeah. Me and him and then my little brother. We all live together. I mean, both me and him work out, so I guess he eats. I mean, eating
Yeah.
clean, it costs a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's worth it in the end. I'd rather be eating clean and spending more money than to be eating these, toxic foods that, 95% of supermarkets have, feeling like shit all the time.
So what's the goal?
Bodybuilding, man. I want to get on stage
Ooh.
next year, all
Really?
natural show.
Already next year?
Next year, I'm putting it in.
But are you doing it completely all by yourself? Are you working with a coach? Do you have plans with working with a coach? Things like that?
I want to try it by myself and see how good I can do on my own.
You're gonna need a posing coach.
Yeah, you're
though,
gonna
at
need a
least.
posing
That yes, that I will do. But like the eating and the training, I want to see if I can do it on my own. Because
Mhm.
my routine right now, like I train pretty freaking hard, man. Like
Mhm.
it takes me 2 to 2.5 hours to train.
I'll
And-
tell you what though. I don't have experience in competing,
Yeah.
but I had like firsthand experience in seeing Leo compete,
Mhm.
and you saw Leo, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
he looked ridiculous.
Oh,
he
yeah.
won. He became a pro bodybuilder in a year, right?
Oh yeah.
And what I've realized when it comes to a coach, a right coach,
Yep.
right? When it comes to the training aspect, like there's no doubt that you're training hard,
yeah.
but the training is so specific and designed to shape your body to exactly like the category that you're about to compete in.
Yep.
Like a coach, like when you do those check-ins and they all see things that you might not see,
Yeah.
and he's gonna tailor the workout to exactly what he wants you to build
Yep.
or focus on.
Yep.
So that when you step on stage, it's a no-brainer for these judges, and that's exactly what happened to Leo.
Yeah, that is true. You know what the problem is though? Is those coaches be running it up a
That's
lot.
true. Well, if you're gonna get a coach from here, definitely a little bit more expensive for sure. But we have a
Yeah.
connect for you.
No, I
that
know,
could
I
be
know,
a lot
and the
cheaper.
diet
If you're
guy from
interested,
Brazil.
if you're interested,
Yep.
if you're interested. But
Yeah.
still, that's dope. Like to compete.
No, it is. Bodybuilding, it's sick. It's like an art, right? Because you got to have everything perfect. Your body down to the posing, everything has to be perfect. I will say though, is the people that compete, like they kind of screw themselves over because they have to pay to get into the show, and then if you
Yeah.
do win a show,
It's a
you
lot of
don't
money.
get shit. I mean, you might get a sponsorship, maybe if you stand out enough.
It's a lot of money, right? Because like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you have to be a pro to make anything. work,
Yeah.
right? And even then, if you're gonna compete natural,
Yeah,
you're
it's,
not gonna make a lot of money,
Dude.
At the end of the day, nobody wants to see natural shows.
oh, I know.
Like,
Unfortunately, yeah.
if you want to make a living or a career out of it, you're
Yeah,
gonna
you
have to
gotta-
off on something.
I know.
You gotta be like top 10 to be making a living off of that.
I know. C-Bum, his last Mr. Olympia made 50K. That's it. I was like,
And
bro,
that's sebum.
Yeah.
he probably dropped that on food and the coach.
Nah, just the food in general.
Probably
50K.
just-
Probably, yeah. But I mean, he does have a ton of sponsorships, which
Yeah.
comes with it.
Yeah,
But now, like we were talking about the gym community or the fitness influencers a little bit back. Most of these influencers aren't even bodybuilders, and they get more sponsorships than the
Yeah.
actual bodybuilders.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fucked
insane.
up, dude.
Well,
That's
yeah, they're pushing-
horrible.
That's why
pushing
these old
brands.
guys, yeah, that's why these old guys are like salty, basically.
Dude, I don't blame. I'm salty too. Most of these influencers don't even look that big.
I know.
They edit
They
that
don't even
shit.
look that good,
It's like, dude, what the
honestly.
fuck are you doing,
They
dude?
don't even look that good.
I'll tell you
sometimes.
what though, if you're a big time influencer and you're racking up like $1 million a month or something off of pushing brands, you are not gonna care what anybody else.
Oh no,
Yes.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
care either. I
I'll
wouldn't care
tell-
either.
You pull up in your Lamborghini, that old head's like yelling at you, and you're like, yeah, let me go hit my workout, make another meal next month, and you're chilling.
No, I get it. I get it.
know.
It's interesting this new generation, what they've been able to do with it, how they've been able to push their likeness out there and
Yeah.
make a living out of it. But we'll definitely talk about that a little bit later. Let's get into how you started at a corporate gym.
Yeah, when was that?
Okay, so like we were saying before, like me compared to other 19, 18-year-olds, I've always been different. And one of the things that was definitely different is when I came out of high school, I wanted to start working. My dad, he went to college. He wanted me to go to college. And I was very iffy on that. And I let him know I was very iffy. So he said, okay, please go, just try it out. And I was like, okay, but I still want to work. So I was at the Matrix, and I was a maintenance guy there throughout my high school years, 16 to 18. And after I graduated, I went up to the owner of the Matrix and I asked him for an opportunity to be a trainer. I didn't care how many hours I got. I didn't care if I had one person or 20 people. I just wanted to be a trainer. I wanted to, there's something that I wanted to do. He was like, okay, I'll let you do it, whatever. So I started and I was training and I was going to school at the same time. It was a little stressful because at the time I had a partner. So like she would always be like, she'd want to hang out and I'd be like, oh no, I have to go to work or I have to.
Oh, you had a partner like dating? Or,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At first, when you said partner, I thought you meant like partner to work with you. I
No.
was like,
No.
Okay.
So at 18, I was going to school, trying to, how women are, trying to make sure she was happy, and I was working. So I had a lot going on. And then on the weekends, because I wouldn't do PT on the weekends, I was doing maintenance.
Okay.
So I was all over the place. So I had not a lot of time. One of the first things I noticed is I was trading my money for my time. That's not good. When you're working, we're not designed to work 40 hours a week. We're not designed to work a 9 to 5 every single day just to barely make it by. Like, as people, we're designed to be outside, get sunlight, and working at like a corporate Matrix gym, you're going to have to work 50, 40 hours just to maybe make ends meet.
How many clients did you have? Since
So-
you had so many hours.
I started off, no, I actually didn't have that many hours. But some of the other trainers that I would talk to would work 60 hours, and I was asking them, trying to get like the inside, like, how much you get paid per hour. They're telling me $26, $24, and I'm like, you have a degree and you're getting paid 26? I came out of high school was making 22.
Mm.
So I would go 4 years to whatever school, about 150 to 200K in debt, just to make it out, just to only make $26 or 24 hours.
Yeah, man.
Like that, what?
It doesn't make any
What?
sense. I was in the same boat actually when I was graduating from college, so I get it.
So that was
Guys went
really.
to college.
Hey,
you did
I
too,
went-
actually.
I went
Yeah,
to college.
I did a year of like community
He's
college,
doing a year.
and I
You
didn't
did a
even
year.
finish
I actually
school.
have a degree, but my degree is
Yeah,
shit.
screw your degree.
My degree is shit.
You're a loser you're a nerd.
Yeah,
Hey, I went to school for 1 year. Never again, man. It's
it's not for everyone, man.
professors don't
really
care,
isn't.
dude.
It's not.
Schools don't care. All they want is your money.
Exactly.
Have you ever heard of that Elon Musk quote where he's like, "I never went to Harvard, but the people who work for me did."
Ah, yes, that's
You ever
perfect.
heard that?
That's
Dude,
perfect. Yeah, yeah.
oh,
I heard it. No, he said a lot of
I
good
love
things.
that.
Most of those business teachers in those schools have never run their own business.
Yeah,
That's true. You gotta want. You got.
that's such a big fact, right? You're
It
in
is.
business school, like you're doing your business degree or whatever, and then you're like, "Oh, what business do you have?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
Oh, I
experience
don't
do
have
you
what do you
if,
have?
if they had a business, they wouldn't be teaching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they retired or
Oh,
they
they
sold their
retired. They sold
business,
their
but
business,
they
retired.
still wouldn't be there.
Oh, so yeah. Come on, guys.
I like when a lot of teachers. I don't know. Actually, do you believe when teachers say, "Oh, I do it for the kids" or whatever? Do you believe that?
maybe like
I think
A
it depends because I don't
percent,
know,
like a
man.
High
small
school
percentage.
teachers, yes, because they don't get paid anything until they work like 10 or 15 years. They don't get paid shit.
No, I know that. Yeah,
Shit.
they don't.
Because I don't know, and if a college teacher and like let's say I went to community college and I did my business degree, and let's say the teacher was like, "Yeah, I had my business, I sold it, I just do this for you guys now." I'd look at her like,
I don't know. Sometimes
full of
if you're like
shit.
a big time like teacher, sometimes you can make a little bit of money. But like honestly, I say a very small percentage actually do it because they actually enjoy it and they want to help the next generation. But let's be honest, if you have your own business, you sold it, you make your money, you're not gonna be teaching most of the time.
Dealing with like annoying bratty kids who
Yeah.
don't give a damn.
And if you were to teach, you would have your own platform to do that on, your own YouTube channel, your own
Maybe.
Instagram.
Maybe
this
there
you
are
can
a
make-
lot of old heads though, so
Yeah, you're right.
could be-
You got a point.
that
You got a
could be the
point.
Case of why not, but
But even some of the old heads, even do that too. So
Yeah.
not all.
once
of
you
them.
figure it out,
Yeah, once you figure it out.
No,
is.
college is designed to get you prepared to work a 9 to 5 for somebody else. I truly believe that.
Ooh,
Jamie said
can we
I
clip
truly
that?
believe
Can
that.
we clip that? Ooh,
That's what
You
that's what Jamie said last time too. He's something like that.
yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. They make you sit in front of a teacher. You have to ask them questions. They let you know when stuff is due. They control you.
You gotta
Right?
raise
Just
your
like
hand
a
to go to
boss.
the bathroom.
Raise your
Yep,
hand to
just
go.
like just like a boss. He controls how much you make. I'm not with that. I feel like you should know your worth and always go pursue it because in the end it will work out. At the beginning, it might start out very shaky. Like right now, my business, I'll be honest, it's very shaky. It's very up and down. But I know deep down in my heart that God has me here for a reason. He knows
Yeah.
that I'm different. I'm not like these 19-year-olds who are partying, smoking, spending their Saturday nights, Friday nights out at clubs. Like I'm not doing that. Like
That's another thing too. Like that,
Dude.
I commend you for that because at that age, that's all I was thinking about. That's all I wanted to think about. You know, like because it's the thing to do.
Exactly.
You know.
dude,
But you've never smoked. You've never even took a sip of alcohol, right?
I've never smoked weed. I've never vaped. I've never smoked. I went to one party when I was 16 years old and I literally was sitting at a table the whole time and I was like, what the hell am I doing here? That was me at 16. I was like, bro, what the hell are we doing here? Like, this is boring. I'm looking around. I see these people like doing weird shit, drinking. Like, bro, that's not fun.
Have you ever drank?
Hell no. Nope.
Not even like to taste it.
Nope. Nope.
It's never
No
touched
beer.
your tongue.
I've never even had beer. No.
Wow.
Wow.
No.
Dude, at 19.
At 19.
And no wonder he looks like that.
Exactly.
I'm more
it's
concerned with
wild, bro.
finances. I'm more concerned with what they don't teach you in school, finding out about it. Like,
That's so dope.
credit cards, right? Everybody wants to shit on credit cards. I know this is super random. Everybody wants to shit on credit cards because nobody knows how to use them. Everybody wants to shit on investing your money because nobody knows how to invest. Everybody wants to shit on real estate. Those three
Dude.
things they don't teach you. I'm trying to learn about that. How to invest my money. I'm already investing most of my money right now. I'm looking at real estate by 24, 25 years old. And credit cards, I just got one. Because, dude, a good credit score makes you up here compared to most people who are down here.
Yeah.
Because they use that shit as a safety net. That's not what it's for. But they don't teach you that in school. Right? So a lot of kids, they come out, they have debt. First thing they want to do, use a credit card to pay it off. You're already down here. You're already starting down here. So there's a lot of shit that they don't teach you in school. And that's why, like I've told you, dude, I'm different. I'm not like these 19-year-olds. I'm more
What?
concerned on what they don't teach you than what they do teach you.
Now, why are you different like that? Like, why do you think it is? Like, what got you to think like this, right? Because it's like at the end of the day, like, you're 19, right? Like, I feel like when I was that age, what got me, like, even if I heard it from parents or whatever, it'd go in one ear, out the other. I'd be like, whatever.
Maybe he's just more mature than we were.
Like, what is it? What, like, was there like a switch that just happened? Was there like a thing that happened? Like, what was it that was like where you figured out, yeah, I'm different. Like, I'm going to pursue this path and not give a damn about anybody else?
All right. So nowadays, a lot of people, I feel like, are so concerned with everybody else and want to be like everybody else. Because everybody's average. Not everybody. 99% of the people that you see are average.
Mhm.
And then the 10% are savages. I'd always rather be a savage than to be average. That's always been my mentality and my go-to. That's my motto. Always be a savage, never be average. Most of these people are average, right? The average person has debt. They're out of shape. They have bad financials. They spend their money the wrong way. They're clubbing, chasing girls. I don't chase girls. I let them come to me.
Hey. Hey.
I let them come to me. You build the garden, and then the butterflies will come in eventually.
Ah,
You
let's-
build the garden,
Let's
the butterflies come in eventually.
Preach. Preach.
And most of them are
go.
distractions. Now, not all of them. There are some women out there who will help you and uprise you. But there's a lot that will distract you from the main goals. And God will show it right to you, but you're so worried about getting your nut off that you don't even care.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's the reality of men nowadays. We gave all the power to the women.
I love it.
But
No, that is a
luckily,
fact.
hear it.
luckily, there's men like me who give hope for the other men who just need some help.
this boy is spitting right now.
He's
bro."
spitting just like Jack
Damn.
Harlow. Jack Harlow right here.
Yeah, literally, Jack Harlow's got some bars, bro.
No, dude, it's the truth, man. You look around, all these average people, and the biggest thing is I always get hate from the people that are the most average.
Of course.
The
Yeah.
people that are savages, who I tell them about my life and where I am, they always applaud me and say, keep going. Don't listen to anybody else. And the people that I tell, like, I have family members who literally were shitting on me and my dreams and what I wanted to do because it wasn't like them. Because I wasn't sitting behind a desk all day working for somebody else. Dude, so I dropped out of school over the summer. I literally was getting shit on all summer long. And then they were asking, well, what are you doing? I'm running my own business. Oh, that's a horrible idea. You're 19. You don't need to run your own business.
Bro, it's crazy. People are stuck in
Dude,
their
my-
ways and they limit everybody else that tries to do any better.
Criticism comes from the bottom, not from the top.
Mm.
So if someone is criticizing you or hating you, it's because they're below you.
Oh, 100%. But I've learned to block it out.
There you
Like,
go.
my own mom was one of the people who was hating on me the most.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, damn, okay. Like, if that's how you really feel, then, you know, I'm not even going to listen to you anymore. And obviously, she's not my life anymore, but she was one of my biggest haters.
Dude, that's deep because,
is deep.
like, that's your mom, you're saying, right? Like, a lot
Yeah.
of people would listen to that and be like, damn, my mom said that? It must be true. Or, like, they just don't
Hell
take
no,
it to
fuck
heart.
that.
Like,
Fuck that.
that's crazy, bro. Like, your own mom said something and you're just like, nah. Like, that inner belief.
I actually would laugh at her. I would actually laugh. I would literally point and laugh at her for saying that, and I would say, "You're gonna regret that, and you're gonna wish you never said that." And she would be like, "No, you're an idiot. You need to go to school. You know, the PT isn't like a successful business." And I'm like, "Keep saying that shit. I keep receipts on all of this, on everybody and everybody. You know, whatever they say."
Wow.
Damn, that's unfortunate,
deep.
my man. That's unfortunate.
No, I don't care. She's average anyway, so she's
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you ain't a
not.
savage, you ain't in Chris's life,
yeah,
bro.
You ain't a
Hey.
savage, you ain't not.
literally, when I say that I have about, outside of the gym, 2 to 3 friends that I would genuinely go to for advice. Literally, so many people I won't talk to because I feel like they're just so consumed with like being average that I won't even look their way. Like, I have high school friends like on my football team that are like really great guys. I won't talk to them because I feel like they're so average. Like, they party all the time. They're chasing girls. They're spending money on stupid shit. And I'm like, bro, why would I even want to have a conversation with you? You're not even worth my time.
Right.
That's not cocky and that's not confidence. That's just the reality.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna gain from it,
Yeah.
right? I think Mike said something like that, where
did.
he's basically like on this journey of like if you have nothing to bring to me, what are we talking about?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Is and a lot of people say that and they mistake that for arrogance, and that's not arrogance. That's just me as a person trying to explain that I feel like you're not bringing anything to me. And if you want to be in my life, then help me out. You know, talk to me about making money. How can I make myself better? What can I do to get my business more running? You know, doing better. If you're not, what am I talking to you about?
Right.
Like
Real, man. That's real.
no, seriously.
That's
Now,
crazy. I wish I was thinking like that at 19, bro.
Yeah, I wish. But
Seriously, man.
not all of us were, and not all of us could be like Chris, a savage.
Honestly.
But Chris,
yeah.
I know we've gone off track quite a bit.
Oh
this
yeah.
podcast. Let's just wrap it up really quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you were in the Matrix gym, the corporate gym, how it was for you, how much basically you worked, you made, and basically how much, basically how you left and how that affected everything.
All right, so I started off with one client for the first month, and then it picked up after that because I had to get used to doing school at the time and then trying to train. So at the time, I only had one client, so I was working an hour a week doing training. So it was whatever. The months afterwards, I started picking up more. I got all the way up to 20 to 22 clients. I don't remember the exact. I was only making, I think I was under 300 every 2 weeks.
$300 every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, so
Yeah.
$600 a month.
Wait,
Yeah.
and how many clients was that?
That was 20 to 22.
20 to 22 clients.
22
I don't remember the
clients.
exact number.
Oh my God.
So
have
I was trading.
great-
I was trading my time for making minimum money.
Yeah.
And I learned from that. actually, it's crazy. I was actually praying to God for an opportunity because I'm super religious. So I'm always praying. I was praying to him
Amen.
for an opportunity. And months later, I got a DM from somebody asking me if I wanted to check out the gym. And I was like, holy crap, this is him calling on me. And he's telling me to get the hell out of there and I can do better things with my life. So it was, I don't want to say it was a bad experience. Like the clients are obviously awesome. The management was, it was okay.
Just say it. Just say
No,
it.
it was
Feel.
it was okay. There was some things that they needed to fix. There was a lot of times where they would make me come over to the gym for like a meeting that was like super worthless, and I was like, I could have been doing something way better with this time. And it was about promotional ideas to make somebody else money. I always had that in the back of my head. I was like, we're gonna start up doing this summer program, to make somebody else money. Like we would get out of a $200 program, if we sold it, we would get $10 to $15. That's horrible commission.
It is terrible commission right there.
Yeah, so it was like all like these food programs that they wanted us to sell, but we would get no money off of it. So I'm like, yo, I really drove over here, sat here for an hour to learn or to listen about the program that you want me to sell to make you money while I make $10 to $15.
That's corporate America right there, though, right?
Yeah, I was like, get the hell out of here, man. So I didn't really sell it. I didn't go out of my way to be like, dude, check this out. Try this out for the summer to help you get your summer body. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, the management was okay. There was a few things like that I didn't take too kindly well. And then they would get on you when you didn't sell it. And they would ask you why you're not promoting it. And I'd be like, my people are good with diet. I already told them before, like, what to eat. And they were like, okay, whatever. They were always up my ass about that. And I was the youngest by 5 or 6 years. So they already thought that I was down here. So I always felt like I was getting talked down to instead of talked to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Like they would always be like, what's up, buddy? And saying like these little like things that would be like, yo, why are you calling me buddy? First off, I'm bigger than you. So don't call me buddy. you
bigger than you.
You are a little boy compared to me. You are a little boy compared to me. I'm 19 and I have a better physique than you'll ever have and have ever had. So don't.
Have you ever seen that meme of Beetlejuice where he walks in, he's like walking in like a boss, and then the caption is like, it's something like when you bench more than the owner, so you
yes.
technically own the
gym.
business.
Dude, literally,
It's the same exact.
like they would always continuously talk down to me, and I would be like, what the hell are you doing talking down to me, saying all these little things that like, I don't know specifically, but they would be like, oh, he's young, he doesn't know that. And I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up, dude. I bet I'm more at 19 or 18 more world smart than you are. So like, don't talk to me like that. Obviously I wouldn't say it to them, but in my head I was like, yeah, let's see how you look at 29 compared to how I am at 29. I'm gonna be up here and you're gonna be down here slaving away for
There you
somebody
go.
else.
Freak
There
at
you go.
29, bro. I'm still stuck on the fact that you had 20 to 22 clients because there's a trainer at our gym that has about the same amount of clients, and dude, he's making over 10K easy every month.
All right, so real
And
quick,
you were making what, like
$600 a month.
so, yeah, $600, $600 a month.
in comparison to
Yeah.
10 plus K.
Yeah.
How long has he been doing it though? How long has he been training people?
A long time.
I think he's
Definitely a
been
long time.
training for a while, but now is where he's been the busiest and has the
Yeah.
most amount of clients he's ever had, or is making the most he's ever had as well. But that, like, it just goes to show, like, there's no cap to where we are. When you escape the matrix, there's no cap. You like, the sky's the limit. You're only limited by yourself, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
when you-
Yeah.
When you work at a corporate gym, they limit you, right?
Yeah, because you can't do online. You can't sell like. I had a friend who wanted me to train him, but he wasn't going to sign up for a gym membership. I couldn't train him. I couldn't do anything. That was free money that I had to kind of say, I can't take it. I can't do it. Because if they found out that I was doing that, they would have fired me. Because they don't want you doing anything for yourself. They want you doing it for them to make them more money.
Exactly.
Of course.
So now that we've basically finished almost all of it up, let's talk about how you left.
All right. So early August, I put in my 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I was respectful enough that I didn't want to leave them on bad terms. That's how I always am with most people. I never want to leave on bad terms. So 6 weeks, that's plenty of time to figure out where my clients are going to go, who are going to stay. Who are going to stay. The rest, you know what they did. to find a new trainer because they were already limited. They're already down to 3 or 4 people.
Wow.
So they're screwed because your last guest, or no, 2 guests ago, he left unexpectedly. They had to.
Yep.
So losing him, that was a lot of people and that was a lot of clients that they had just sitting around without a trainer. So for me, I know that they had done me wrong, but I'm not the type of guy to go back and want to do you wrong. Like I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just put in 6 weeks, whatever. So I gave my 6 weeks and I was talking to the owner of the gym about 3 weeks later after I put in my 6 weeks. And he was like, hey, you know, whatever, I heard what you're doing, whatever. And he was like, please just don't come back here circling the gym trying to steal people. I was like, I won't steal any of your members. I won't steal any of them. I'll just do my own thing. And I was like, whatever. I wasn't going to go out of my way to train at this gym and try and take people. I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
Because,
obviously not.
you know, that is a little douchey to just kind of go around and be like, yo, I want you to come with me at this place. So I was like, whatever. He's like, you know, you can keep training. Just don't go around taking people. So I was like, okay, whatever. A few weeks later, I asked the manager's son if he wanted to train with me. He was my first ever client. Now listen, he was my first ever client last July of 2022 to December of 2022. He canceled his training. So we were good. And he was not a member there after December. And he didn't train there on his own. So after December, he has 0 connection other than being related. That's it.
Mhm.
So I asked him to go to KMF.
Hey.
He was like, let's do it.
The manager's son. The manager's
Yeah,
son came to
listen.
our gym.
And he came in and I was like, hey, how you doing? And I've been talking to him. And I remember asking, do you train at the last gym? No. Okay. So you don't train there anymore ever since I stopped training you? No. I was like, okay, perfect. And then I asked him, do you like training at KMF as the workout was progressing? Loved it. Loved the environment, loved the energy, loved all the people, the
Hell
equipment.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The next day, I'm in at my old gym, the Matrix, working out, and I'm on the stairs finishing up. I'm getting a call from the owner, and he's screaming at me. We had a deal to not take any members. And I was like, whoa. I didn't take any of your members. I took a previous client who's no longer associated with you. That's not a member. That's a previous client.
Yeah.
And he's screaming at me, get the F out the gym. You're banned. You're done.
Shit.
And your current gym is going to close down in 5 years. I want this to be clipped. 5 years, he says. In 5 years, KMF will be closed down. Let's give it 5 years. In 5 years, we'll see. In
I'm
5
choking on
years.
my drink.
5 years, huh? Okay, Agent Smith, you're right. We won't be there in 5 years. We'll be everywhere in 5 years, and you'll be begging me for a job.
Clip that because it's literally gonna happen. Oh my god.
So anyway, yeah, he was screaming at me. He was like, get the F off out of my gym. You have 5 years in your gym, your pathetic little gym, 2,000 square feet is going to close down. And I started actually laughing.
It's actually 4,400 square feet.
4,400
44,
square
my bad.
Exactly.
We're trying to
This is-
expand. We're trying to expand.
All right. Hey, you'll get there. I was laughing at him. And I think he could hear me. And he was like, do you understand me? And I hung up on him. And I walked out the gym and I was like, yeah. This is how people react when you want to do good for yourself. And this isn't just corporate gyms. This is real world. People never want to see you do better for yourself because once you start to be better than them and you don't want to be like the average slave working away, working 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, making somebody else money. And you realize that, wait a minute, humans aren't designed to work 9 to 5s. We're designed to do our own schedules because everybody's body is different, right? We're not designed to sit at a desk and type away. That's horrible. That messes up your spine, your back, your posture, all of that. We're designed to be moving around. So it starts in school, then it goes to college, and then it goes to the workplace. They design you to be a slave, especially in school. Especially, I swear, the amount of young kids that get their mind turned around at such a young age that they can only be like a worker for somebody else is insane. Right? Like once you get to middle school, they start talking about college. They already put it in your mind, you have to go to college. You have to. You have no choice. You can't work your trade. You can't have a different path. You have to do that. You have to.
It's like there's no other option, right? Like,
No other
this is-
option.
This is it. This is your option.
And once you do, there's one I would say there's 1 for every 25 kids who don't go to school, and those 1 kids get absolutely shamed. They get shamed every single day.
Yeah.
They get shit on. Oh, you're not going to school? You don't have a degree? You're not as smart as me. What the hell does a degree mean? All it means is you have $200K in debt and you have a piece of paper in your hand.
Piece of paper that says you can do something even though you don't need a piece of paper to do something.
It says you spent 4 years taking orders from somebody else. And now you're going to spend the next 40 years of your life doing the same thing.
Ooh, that's
Paying
a good
off
one
that
right there.
debt, too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, not even paying off that debt. You best believe that.
Dying with that debt.
Yeah, you're dying with that debt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you want to know something interesting? If you file for bankruptcy, student loans are the only debt that doesn't get erased. That will be with you forever.
Really?
Mortgage goes away, credit card debt goes away, but student loans never go away. That is why
Yeah.
that they give these 18, 19-year-olds a $200,000 loan, because they know that they're going to pay it back. Well, they know they're not going to pay it back, but they know that they're always going to have that over
We should
them.
open a college.
Yeah.
The KMF Institute
co-
of Fitness.
The KMF Institute of Fitness. So maybe that'll be one day.
That'll be dope, honestly.
So you went 4 years
Make
to
mad
school?
money.
I did. I went to 4 years to so 1 year community college, and then 3 years. No, 2.5 years. Sorry, I finished in 3.5 years. 2.5 years at a university.
How often do you use that degree?
Chris. So we'll get into this on our next podcast or whenever we
Okay.
do our stories, because we actually have a good story. I have a good story. He has a good story. But honestly, ever since I got my degree and I tried to get a job, I haven't used it at all. Like my job, technically, so my degree is more like is a science-based job. So like recently I was doing, hurricane watch and, just, for fun, seeing where it was going to go, seeing where if it was going to dissipate before I got up here. Hurricane Lee, basically, for all of you who are asking. So technically I've been using it, just, not professionally, just for fun.
You ain't getting paid for it.
I ain't
Yeah,
getting
you're getting paid for
And
it.
honestly,
Okay.
even if I was getting paid for it, I would be paid less than what I'm making right now.
Oh,
a lot
100%.
less, like a fraction,
100%.
which is
And-
absolutely insane.
And you be working for somebody
And
else?
I've been working for someone else. That I
There you
didn't
go. There you go. See? College designed to make you work for
like.
somebody else.
Exactly.
But they put in your mind at such a young age. Dude, I have a 9-year-old brother who's already talking about college. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to go. You
Be a
can,
kid.
you can have a different path. You don't have to be like everybody else. 9 years old, planning in his head, college.
Which, you know what?
That's insane.
College is something that's can be used to help you if you know the correct path.
I
You
feel like
wanna-
there's good and
yeah,
bad.
there is good and bad,
You know,
but most
I don't want my doctor to not have gone to college.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no,
exactly.
For,
Be
for
it-
example, right? But I feel like the majority,
Yeah.
you don't need it.
If you're a
That's
liberal
for-
Yeah.
arts, yeah, you shouldn't be going to college. You shouldn't even have a degree at that point.
There's a lot of things I think that are in college that like
They're
shouldn't
stupid.
even be there, bro.
Stupid.
I had to do. I studied business, right? And I had to take ethics classes and an English class and psychology class, and nothing to do with business.
Nothing.
I was like, okay,
it's
where
gen
do I
eds.
learn to? And then the actual business classes. We own a business now, and I don't remember squat.
Dude,
from
I
that
never
class.
took a business class a day in my life. And I just figured it. We figured it
Bro,
out as we went.
that's what
And
I'm
guess what? I have more experience than all of those teachers combined.
Easily.
When I was going to school, so I went for exercise science.
Yep.
I had one exercise science class. They were trying to make me take 3 other classes. One was social justice, transgenders in sports,
Bruh.
and the history.
Bro.
The history, and I'm only saying
Stop.
this because I don't care. And I have
They
no
have
filter
that?
now of the ABC community or the LGB, ABC, whatever they're
The
called.
ABC people.
Those
No.
people, they wanted me to take
No
those
way.
3 courses over exercise science.
They have that?
No.
That's
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's an actual
it's
class?
required. If you don't take it, you don't graduate.
Hey,
You don't
Bruh,
take it, you don't graduate.
hell
no, thank you. No,
You
thank
don't
you.
take that, you
Bro,
don't graduate. That's
Thank
insanity.
God I didn't go to college. Like, I'm not your age to go
Yeah.
to college now
Yeah.
because I wouldn't have graduated anyways. I would not take that class, bro.
Bro.
I'm failing that class 100%. I'll be like,
I wouldn't take
Jesus is king. I'll be answering it all like that.
I would drop out right
Dude,
there.
they have gay flags everywhere in high schools and regular schools, but you cannot talk about the Bible.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course. Of course.
we'll definitely talk about that some other
Oh,
time. Maybe on like a part
gosh.
2. But we're almost done with the podcast. So, Chris, let's
Damn.
just wrap it up really quick.
That was intense.
So now that
I
you've
just got
left,
fired up.
We'll save it for
Blood's
next time.
bubbling.
We'll save it for next time. So now that you have completely left the Matrix gym and Agent Smith is no longer trying to pull you down, basically you're now on the list.
Oh,
On the list.
The list.
Blacklist,
We
huh?
call this the blacklist.
Oh yeah.
So ever since you left, they put you and anyone who used to work there who's now with us on the blacklist, probably including us as well.
oh yeah. I wonder if we are. We should just pull up. Try
Ah,
to do like a guest pass.
Yeah.
day
Yeah, you
and
get a day
everything.
pass.
You think we can get a day pass there?
if
think
Joey,
we're on the-
excuse me, if it's Agent Smith's not there,
You think we're on the blacklist?
yeah, maybe, probably at that point.
You definitely are.
I'm definitely,
You definitely
am.
are.
I definitely,
I
am.
don't.
Oh, I could pull up.
I
Yeah,
definitely
you
am.
could
I'll
probably
pull up.
pull up.
I'll
Agent
pull
Smith
up.
called me, and I didn't want to have a good conversation with him. I told him that I was going to record him because I want everything he said to be used against him if he had ever needed to be.
Yeah, it was a short conversation.
It was a very short conversation. He won't be calling me ever again. But I wish him the best.
So the blacklist, Chris.
Yeah,
It's what, a year for you?
it's forever.
oh, it's forever.
It's forever.
forever?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's forever. I could never.
Why did you get forever?
Because I decided I was gonna pull the manager's son and bring him to a better gym.
Savage.
I
Bro.
decided I was gonna bring him
Savage.
to a better gym where he'd feel more comfortable.
Savage.
And they
can
didn't like that.
So you can never work out there again.
No, I can never step foot
Wow.
there ever again. I can't step
And-
foot.
Your dad, how'd your dad feel about that?
Oh, dude, he doesn't like that gym. He's not rocking with them anymore. He found out who they really are as people, so
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'll stay away.
Dude, that's
Yes,
crazy.
sir. Came over to us.
That's crazy, bro.
Came over to us.
Wow. When the little gym that could just messes with the feelings of all these big corporate gyms, brings out all their insecurities just because we're good people. And we're trying to provide something for trainers to actually
Exactly.
make a living, an honest living of what they
And
deserve.
we're the bad guy.
We're the bad guys.
No, they don't
bad
know the
guy.
real you. They live off of their little perception in their head
Exactly.
without actually meeting you. That's what a lot of
That's
people
fine.
do
But
now.
that's okay.
I mean, look what happened to Andrew Tate, right? He's a good guy, spreading a good message.
Oh yeah.
Got
Oh,
hate,
yeah.
got banned, got canceled. Everything
Thrown in
stopped
jail
for him. Thrown
doing
in
something he
jail.
didn't do. Yeah.
All that's left is to
insane.
kill him. We're just right on the same path.
Yeah,
We're
we're
following
getting
Andrew
there.
Tate's-
At this point, we're getting there. We might be canceled before we even get our first or second podcast all the way up. We'll see.
That's all
We'll
right.
see.
That's all right.
So, is there anything else we need to cover today?
No, I don't know if you have any rapid fires or anything like that.
I do.
Oh,
So,
All right.
good luck.
what we've been
Chris.
trying to do is trying to make this very interesting at the end.
Okay.
Mostly so people can get to know you a little bit better, even though they've just known you for about almost an hour. But to get to know you a little bit better, fun
I
questions,
think we'll
rapid
need a
fire.
part 2, by the way.
Yeah, we'll definitely need a part 2. We're gonna get everyone who was on here on a
'cause
part 2.
This
This was a good one though.
This was
We
a
were
good
going.
one.
I
for a
went off
while.
topic a little bit too much, but that's
That's
just who
okay.
I am. as
Dude,
a
that
person.
was
okay.
great.
That was perfect. That was perfect. But now we're gonna go with these rapid fire questions. Are you ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Push, pull, or legs?
Legs.
Oh,
Eee.
gross, bro. What?
Come on, dude. Legs.
Look at
Leg
those
day.
legs. Look at those legs. Carbs, protein, or fats?
Carbs. More variety.
Ooh, wow,
That's a good
That's
answer.
a good answer. That's a very good answer. Would you rather run, bike, or hike if you had to do cardio?
Running.
Okay,
Running.
cool.
Interesting.
I already know the answer to this one. What do you think is the best compliment? You're jacked, you're ripped, you're cut, you're big, or you're swole?
You're swole because it's a mix of being cut and jacked.
Okay. Wow.
I feel like
I was actually gonna say jacked. I thought
no,
'cause your
because I
name.
feel like there are guys who can be jacked but not have a lot of definition. If you're swole, like not only you big as shit, you're pretty ripped up.
Okay. All
That's
right.
how I look at it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cheat meal. What kind of cheat meal would you be
Mm.
having if
Oh.
we have it?
IHOP, 10 cupcake pancakes and the breakfast sampler.
I love it. He's spending $100 over at.
Oh,
yes.
seriously.
Okay, and the last and probably the most important question of them all: ass or tits?
Ass, man. What?
Yes. Mike said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Mike said if you
course.
pick tits, you're a boy.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And you're 19 years old, but clearly grown, so
yeah.
Good
Hey,
answer.
younger with the mind of a man.
that's right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's right.
sir. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
For being here with us and answering my questions.
sir.
We really appreciate you here, and we're definitely gonna have a part 2.
Oh,
Thank you for having me. Hey, go Cowboys. Go Cowboys. Go Cowboys. You know we going to the Super Bowl this year.
They're gonna choke.
No.
They're gonna choke. All right.
Probably. They
All right,
probably will.
guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next podcast. Have a good day.
sir.
We're gonna